Hi Sloths, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club Plus. In the last episode, we decided to go and help Natsuki out with her baking. And in this episode, we're actually going to see what fruit that delivers to us? I have no idea. Ignore everything I just said. But before that, we actually have some mail and we have some pictures, so let's have a look. Lip Moosey says something about character discrepancy, which is on 12th of the 7th, 2019. At 12:06 AM. Okay. Character discrepancy. Having run the control simulation for a while, it's evident that a certain character is missing from any mentions or appearance. This makes me speculate that Monica's meddling is less clumsy than we think, because she would have had to manufacture this character herself as a way of forcing interaction between her and the user. Could that be why the character has such limited and dissonant personality traits, or am I reading too much into this? I'll open an issue to start tracking info and observations on the anomaly of this character appearing. And this is apparently the engineer. What were the other ones? System admin and senior engineer. Alright. Interesting. What pictures do we have to delight us today? Ah yes, the Because You poem. That's a special poem acquired by... Do we actually read the... Yeah, we never actually got to read this one. So I will read it for you right now, real quick. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way for had left you long ago. Okay. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Is that the only picture we have? I believe. Nope. We also have this, which is the protagonist's kitchen. Is there anything? Ah, yes, there is this. Some concept sketches of Natsuki's second CG. Due to the scene's lack of realism and general absurdity, it was a challenge to get Natsuki's angle correct, especially in perspective alignment with the background. In Act 1, write all 3 poems for Natsuki. That's how you get that. And this, a rough concept sketch of what the faceless protagonist might have looked like if he was a real character, provided in an email communication. So I assume that's what we get for actually reading that email that we just got. So it seems like the character, this character, or the main character, was actually created by Monica. Interesting. At least that's what the that email led us to believe. So what I'm going to do is we are going to have let's just set this as our wallpaper, I guess. I mean, it's not the best wallpaper that we could have, but it's what we have. Now let's finish up Natsuki's storyline. Oh, it's so happy. And yet so deadly. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than saying something snarky like she usually does. I probably already said this in the last episode. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, sloth? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? Or a gentlewoman? Or a gentle person? Or a gentle giraffe? I don't know. Whatever. I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. Yeah, I used to get bullied for my height as well when I was at school. But of course, I'm 2 million times better than any of those people ever were, so yay! But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about strange things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I've got to teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. It'd be more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey. Ugh. Sorry, I just can't seem to get my words out. Now you are. Treat me like a kid. Ugh. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yori doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches the words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologise. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of people who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, is that to me? Who else? Let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. We finally found your weakness, sloth. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally, it's starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, ugh. And plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Sloth, where did you put that, the food colouring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To colour the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different colour. That way, even if our flavours aren't different, everyone can still pick their favourite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I can see separate... I can see her separate... Wait, what? Meanwhile, My tongue just does not want to work. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food colouring in each. Yawn. That does look pretty cool. Just having a quick look at Natsuki's design real quick. Okay. You can actually see a little cat sort of face there. And that's a awfully frilly skirt, I don't know. Wait. If you listen closely as I'm moving my mouse about, you can actually hear the buttons that are hidden. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you can actually hear all the buttons there. Interesting. That does look pretty cool. I've already said that. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. Yes, it is. Ugh, excuse the yawn. Because if you don't follow the instructions of baking, it will go completely awry and you will not have a decent product at hand. It'll all just fall apart and fail. That's another reason why I am much better at cooking than I am at baking, because cooking allows for a lot of leeway, whereas baking allows for hardly any leeway at all. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. Yeah, right. There is no creativity in baking. I'm joking. It's a million times more. Ugh, yawn. Again, seriously. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food colouring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food colouring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasise, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. Oh dear, domestic abuse. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me, causing me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. Get it on my face. Whose fault is that? Oh no, he's gonna lick a cheek, innit? Am I really gonna have to lick a cheek? I think I'm gonna have to lick a cheek. Great. There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my face. Oh no, we're just gonna take it from her finger instead. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. This is kind of awkward and adorable at the same time. Not until you apologise for calling me gross. Fine, fine. Sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. No, it's not. It's quite white at the moment, and a little bit purple and pink, because the eyes, and why is like her eyebrow or eyelash or whatever there slightly pink as well? Is that a shading issue? I don't know. Sloth. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. I might start to feel dizzy. Out of nowhere, a fire alarm starts to go off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven down. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mate to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from a moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling, warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different coloured cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. Oh, that one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Oh, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose a cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. Wouldn't it be hilarious if they actually spelled like a bunch of words wrong? Oh, I can definitely see someone doing that. When we finally finish... Ugh, sick of yawning. When we finally finish, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. And as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. Felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance, it doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Sloth, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. Really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. That's quite close. Yes, hello there. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-coloured cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Hi, Sloth. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Sloth. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... No, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. And I think we've pretty much already seen all about this. How much fun you were having with Natsuki and how close you got to her makes me really happy. Such good friends. Okay, so here's the thing. We, in another timeline, will actually end up having to say that. But for now, let's just actually just say that. And then we'll back out. Yes, we are actually backing out, and we are going to look at the picture for this for our thing that we just got, which is this, and then choose to help Natsuki for festival preparations. We'll set that as our wallpaper, and yeah, I don't know what else, what other CGs we have left to do. We already have those two, and I feel like we need the third one of Sayori's, which would probably be that one there. And then I feel like we obviously need like 2 more of Monica's, but then I don't know what the rest of these are supposed to be. But we can't even do a thing for Monica anyway, can we? So I don't know. In fact, let me go back into the files, not the characters, game, and poem words. It has Sayori's, Natsuki's, and Yori's poem words, but it doesn't have anything for Monica, so it's not like we can really do a Monica route. Anyway, this is where I am going to end the video today, so please like and subscribe, it's always free, and I'll see you later.